I've talked about it a little bit more on past episodes that
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of idea in psychology that and one-on-one coaching that if you change the emotions you have inside, then you can do different things.
Yeah.
And that's a really pervasive in at least for therapists and some coaches, etc. And I read a book a couple years ago, and I've mentioned, you know, ad nauseum on the show that it's called "Personality Isn't Permanent." And what that concept about
Yes.
is, have you read it?
I have not, but I like the title.
Yeah, and I loved it because it said the goals you chase and the goals you work towards will then inform who you are. And I've
Yeah.
been seeing it almost everywhere now in practice. And I don't believe
Yeah.
this is even like a study. I think it was just one guy with his theory
Yeah.
that wrote this book. And I happen to think that there's part of us that once we do something, it doesn't matter if we trip, if we score the last basket. It can we start to create a narrative in our minds that we are these people, that we are this person that did the culmination of all these things. And I think
Yes.
that's how our personality might change. And I'm also seeing it even in like, so I'm trying to write a nonfiction book right now, and the
Mm.
people I'm talking to about it, or the writing groups I'm in, like they're giving me feedback on things that I'm saying or writing, and that is slowly changing how I think about myself on this new endeavor that I want to do. And so I
Yeah.
think I do think it is half I like broccoli and half, well, I've been eating broccoli, so I guess I'm healthy, or I guess I like
Yeah. I
vegetables.
guess.
But
Yeah.
the second one I don't think is really ever said. Like that Personality Isn't Permanent book is one of the only times I've heard it mentioned. So like I'd love to know what you think about these two competing ideas.
Yeah, I get a lot of use out of the second one, honestly, because in my practice as a coach, and I work with a lot of founders, and we a lot of times founders want to do something different than what a lot of my founders have come from a corporate world. They want to do something different than that, but they find themselves repeating the same patterns in their company
Right.
because they that's what they know. And so we have to give people different experiences to have them be really be different. They have to experience things in a different way. And that means both emotions and thought.
Hmm.
So and that's really, I don't think you can think yourself into a different frame of mind. I think you have
No.
to experience it. It's very much more holistic. We learn only from experiences when we learn from stories, and we don't learn from data points. I mean, I wish if only, but no.